Hey artists, so here's the second part of your hybrid animal concept map. Once you finish the concept map, you have the ideas, you need to go down to slide 2. It says, choose one of the roles you play, choose 2 or more characteristics that describe that role, and then choose one animal for each characteristic and circle them on the previous slide using these shapes. So I'm going to go look at my worksheet. So I completed role 1 about being a runner, role 2 about being a teacher. I need to pick one of these that I'm more interested in. I'm going to go with teacher. From teacher, I've chosen one role. Now I pick at least 2 of my 3 characteristics. So again, we're narrowing down. That's the point of brainstorming. You have a lot of ideas and you focus in on the ones that really matter. And I think being loud is going to be super important. And I'm interested in using an elephant more so than a howler monkey. I don't know if people would recognize an image of a howler monkey. So to circle it, I'm going to take one of these circles and I could just like try to drag it, but that seems time consuming to me. I'm just going to cut it. So I'm going to use my keyboard to hit Control X and cut one of the circles. It's okay, there was more underneath. And I'm going to go back and hit Control V on my keyboard to paste. Now I can drag my circle into place and circle the elephant. So I have formally committed to using it in my work. Now I need to combine an elephant with another animal that shows a different trait. So no more howler monkey, that's out. So either busyness or persistence needs to be the second part of my project. I think being busy is definitely, or hardworking, is definitely the most important to me. So I want to circle either beaver or bee. Beavers are really remarkable for their tail, but I like the look of a bee and a stinger maybe on its backside. So I want to use that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another circle from the second slide. I'm going to choose, this time I'll right click for you and show you. You can choose cut, Control X, it's the same thing. Go back to this slide, and this time I'll right click again and paste. And there we go, it's pasted in, and now I just got to drag it around. And I think I'm going to go with this bee, as I said. I've circled both of those. Now, check done. If I go back to my directions, I do have an option to use more than 2 animals. I could go for 3, but that's complicated, just in the sense that you're going to be doing more in Pixlr, but that's fine. I'm going to keep it simple here. These are my 2 animals, bee, elephant. Now, it says find images that you might want to use for this project. Try to use copyright-free images. I'll show you what I mean. When you open up a new tab to do a search in Google, I'm going to begin by searching for an elephant. Type that into your Google search. Change it at the top to images. So we don't need to read about elephants, we need to see them. In your tools, you want to change the usage rights to Creative Commons licenses. This means photos that people have made available for use in creative purposes or educational purposes, not for commercial purposes. So we can't sell anything new, but these are nice images that we can use for art or other things. Do not select any of these. You may not make a hybrid animal with someone's drawing or with someone's clip art or somebody's artwork or whatever. I only want you to focus on actual photographs. It would also be helpful in your tools if you narrow down the size to large. That means you're going to get high quality images. Now I'm looking for something that I can put a bee butt on and have it be visible. So any of these where the elephant's butts are cropped out, not going to work. Anything where it's like turned away, not going to work. So here where you can't even see it. I want to pick something that's going to be really effective for me and give me some space to work too. So if the end of the butt is really close to the edge, I'm not going to be able to have space to add on that bee. So this one is super cute. I can look at the numbers in the corner. Even though they say that this is large, I would like to see the numbers here, the pixel sizes, to be at least over 1,000. It also has a watermark. So try not to get images that have things in them like that already. I kind of like this one. So I'm going to click on it and then click on it again to follow it to its actual homepage. Now, right click and choose Save Image As. You should either put it in a folder you've created for yourself on your computer for this project, or you can just put it in your download so you'll remember where it is. And you should name it something that you will remember, like elephant, I can type, for hybrid project. Don't worry about adding a dot anything. Your computer will automatically do that for you. And then choose Save. Now I need my second image as well. And as luck may have it, I already found a bee that I liked. I clicked on the picture of the bee and I went to its original location. Do not worry that the bee's butt is pointed this way, but the elephant's butt is pointed that way. That's something you can easily flip and reverse in Pixlr. So I'm going to right click, Save Image As, make sure it's going into my downloads or a folder that you have set up, and it's going to be B for hybrid animal, and choose Save. Now let me go back to my work and see what I need to do next. So find images you might want, try to use copyright-free images, check. Using your reference images, sketch your animal creation on paper and insert an image of your sketch below. So here is where you need to switch over to a good old-fashioned pencil and paper. So here's my art kit, and I need to get out my sketchbook so I can work on it. As luck would have it, I don't actually have one, so I'm going to pretend like I do by getting out just a blank sheet of white paper here to show you. And for this project, I, of course, am going to be needing a pencil. So in your art supply kit, you should have one of these General's layout pencils. So in the absence of anything else, you can definitely use this pencil, but it draws darker and it can be difficult to erase. So I would grab a good old-fashioned wooden pencil to work with. Nothing fancy here. And if you have your big eraser, though, that definitely helps. Obviously, I would want to refer also to my images. So in the last step, I found an elephant image that I really wanted to work with, and I need to use that to get a good picture going that I can work with. So I would begin sketching my best work of that elephant. And if I'm going to leave the elephant the way it is in the image, it's turned this way. And I need to then get everything in there, and then I'll work on adding the bee. All right, so my video cut out while I was sketching, and here's my finished sketch, but I didn't know it wasn't recording. So I took a close look at this bee, what it looked like on its rear end, how I might want to position this and have it work with the figure of my elephant. And I made a sketch that I'm pretty happy with that'll help guide me as I'm working in the computer. All right, so my final step to finish this up is using my reference images, sketch my animal creation on paper, and insert an image of my sketch below. So back in my worksheet here, I'm going to go ahead and choose Insert, Image, Camera. Like we've practiced before many times, my camera is going to automatically turn on. Hey, I'm going to hold up my picture here. Make sure that it's nice and close and centered, and then I'm going to click the camera button. I'm going to take that and I'm going to choose Insert. Now you should make this nice and big. That's super helpful. Instead of having a teeny tiny shrunken image, fill up that slide with your image, But that is it. You have then completed the assignment and you can turn it in on Google Classroom.